hour with which to do all the Opal related hijinks that we are supposed to do. So that gives us not a lot of time. It gives us approximately 1 hour. What I'm doing now at the moment is pouring water on my phone. Let's get that off the phone. Let's get it off the phone. Okay, here we go. There we go. This is not pouring water on the phone. That's the problem with doing things one-handed. Sometimes you pour water on phones. Anyway, I'm going to have to wait for this whole situation to calm down. That's all right. My question is, did any get into the frickin' thing? Might have. Miracles have occurred in the past. Now, if thou shalt remember last time, in last episode, we had issues. I mean, not just issues, but I mean issues. I mean, not just those issues, but issues. It was this thing, was spinny winny wing. That thing was doing the spinny winny. And it wasn't being held down particularly well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go quickly grab. Yeah, so this thing wasn't being held down particularly well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a thing and going to tighten that up. Hello, person. I'm just going to grab a screwdriver. I'll be right back. You just tell me if something goes wrong. Okay. Right. Don't you worry, don't you fear, everybody. I've got my thing. I'm going to do the thing. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Okay, so, sitting down. Oh, wet. Never mind. Flipping it round. That's the flip it round thing. Hello. Now, I found the drill, but, yeah, maybe not. Is there a... Yeah, there is. I found it. Okay, got it. So what we do is we get this, yoink, and hopefully I can fit this bad boy into, the drill. If I remember correctly, not exactly the easiest of fits. Okay, I've been using this for my comparator array. Remind me to tell you about the comparator array. Yoink. Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. Right. Right. Take that, you little varmint. Now, can I get the other one to fit? Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. Fit. Yeah, damn it. Fit. Hand in. Yoink. There we go. This is not comfortable. In case you thought that I was like doing this to model what comfort was like. Right. Now, that's good now. The only issue is trying to get the darn thing out. Right. There we go. Yoink. I got it out. Woo! Now, is that going to solve the issue? I bet you it won't, but at least I've done something. Isn't that right? I did a thing, and it should work now. It involved a screwdriver, for goodness sake. That surely should fix things up. Like, if you've ever played one of those, army go shoot somebody up games, you'll know that, like, some guy comes along with a spanner, and they just sit there and they kind of wave the spanner in the air, and things get fixed. That should be how it works in real life, don't you think? Oh, just wave spanner. Like, I've even got one. Here we go. Let's try that. So there should be some kind of bar that appears above there, and just go ick, 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 ick. Oh, all fixed, all good. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Wouldn't it be great if real life was like that? Just wave this cloth in front and it becomes clean. Great stuff. I don't think it works that way. Can someone put a request into the relevant authorities to make sure that life works that way? That would be good. Surely someone's got control. Don't tell me this is an entropic engine of absolutely no consequence. That would be terrible. Who designed that? Right, here we go. Now, there we are, lovely and clean. See, at least my area of entropy is not as entropic. I'll give you a hint, guys. Entropy doesn't exist anyway. Ha ha ha. Because if you think about it, if you get a room and you fill it with one type of gas on one side, they say, well, that's not very entropic, as in chaotic. Entropy is chaos. And so they go, that's not very entropic. Fine, let's just put the gas on the other side of the room. Well, that's not very entropic either. Well, make your mind up. You put it all through the room in like one gas and the other gas intermingled together. You got one gas, another piece of gas, one gas, another. It's in alternate order. That's not very entropic either. Entropy. It's a lie. Basically, what we're talking about entropy is that it's something that we can't explain. That's entropy at the moment. And we're not talking UFOs and stuff. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Do we even call them conspiracies nowadays? We did in my day. We called them conspiracies. No one complained. They just got probed. I'm in fine form today. Here we go. Pop this over the top. Over the top we go. Jolly good. There we are. And now some lovely Opal stuff to do. Okay, excellent. And I had a... No, that's right. I had a whole heap of other things to do. That's all right. We'll just keep going. Okay, so this thing is open. Whoops. Let's just... there we are. Good. Let's make sure it's going properly. I mean, I'm like a milkmaid doing this. Because I've got not an osmotic, a peristaltic filter, because it's from, well, medical equipment, which usually uses peristaltic pumps. Peristaltic pumps is the same thing. It's like a wave. Like your food goes places because of peristalsis, and I don't know. All fun. All right, here we go. Come on, peristalsis. This is your moment to shine. Yay, peristalsis! Woohoo! Okay. There we have it. Good. It's almost inevitable someone's going to go, what are we actually doing? I don't know. All right, so I'm going to grab me the opal. Grab me the opal. And grab me the other opal too. And grabbing another opal, grabbing another opal. I think these opals are pretty good. At least that's what I tell myself. So the name of the challenge here, ladies and gentlemen, is that I buy potch. And what potch is stuff from the ground. Like just rock roughly next to where the opals sit. And they're technically opals as well. But for them to be opals, as we like them, or precious opal, they have to have colours associated with them. So you get a rock like this, and you start cutting it, and you see if this rock like this has got precious opal in it. It's just like buying a lotto ticket, except it's not rigged. But it's pretty hard to get an opal from these kinds of structures. This one probably has one in there. So what I do is I usually assess them during the daytime. I haven't had a lot of time today, so I haven't exactly done much opal assessment. But these ones are in a spot where I usually put the good ones, and I'm somewhat doubting my own sanity at the moment because I haven't seen very many good ones. Let me have a look. There's evidence here of good one. We'll use that one first if that comes to that. Yeah. And the other thing that we can do that the punters like is to get a big one out and just slice it to pieces. Everyone loves that. So what I'll do is I've put down some little ones. Now I'm going to find a big one.
Ah, here is said big one. Here is other big one.
And here is a whole bunch of big one. Great. So, grabbing a set of big ones, moving them over to close to me. So we got big one here. Yay! Big-ish one here. Yay! Sort of big-ish one here. Yay! Big-ish one here. Yay! Oh, thank you for the like, whoever did that. They must like big ones. All right, let's get cracking. I'm going to start on a random. Actually, I'm going to move these out of the way. I think we're okay. I think we're good. Move this over. Zoom it in. I said zoom in. There we go. Kind of move it up a bit, move it over a bit. There we go, perfect. Alright, so I've got the big ones. I will keep the big ones on hand for when things get boring. And let's go see if we can get some colour and movement out of the little ones. Okay, here we go. First one up, this guy. First thing to notice is a defect there. I'm not going to call it a crack yet, but not looking good. Another thing to notice is that cracks are not necessarily bad things. They're just an occupational hazard. They're a part of the deal. I wonder if I can get that guy to come off. Show you what I'm talking about. See that crack there? I didn't see it before, so that makes me wonder, did the vibration actually just bring it out? That can happen. Ah, plane landing. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you exactly where I am, but I live somewhat near Richmond Air Force Base. So if you happen to be a spy, can you please not pay attention? Thank you very much. We work on the honour system here. Have a document with really hard code written on it. Are you really good at cracking codes? Okay, you get to crack it. Right. Because that crack is so extreme, I'm just going to it's also causing some of the colour, so see how we it's not that it's irritating, it's that it's making a bar kind of noise. But, 30. Oh, 3 likes. Woohoo! Thank you, third liker. It means that the lurker to the like ratio, 4 likes. Woohoo! The lurker to like ratio is sitting at 10 to 1, which is a nice ratio. No idea if it's an effective ratio, but it's a nice one. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm looking at this opal. Yoik. You can see this colour, but there's also that piece of what we'll call interestingness. What are we going to do with it? Oh, sorry. What are we going to do with it? We are going to cut it. That's what we're going to do. Give it a bit of a smash-a-rooney. Yeah. Is that ending the issue, or is there more issue to deal with? In a way, the issue is dealt with, but it's also dealt with badly, so I'm going to cut it off here. Ultimately, that's going to help. In case you're interested, the thing that caused those cracks to occur is something called a kernel. And the exact mechanism, as far as I can tell, using my scientician hat, not literally using my scientician hat because they don't really do much analytics, but using my knowledge as a scientist, which I actually am. 5 likes too. You can, the opals don't necessarily get all the silica at the same time, and if you get 2 different rates of silica, you get 2 different hardnesses, densities, compressive strengths, elasticities, all the other words that scientists like to use. What that basically means is you've got things that stretch and squish at different rates, different temperatures and stuff. So that means if you subject the same opal to the same temperatures, parts of the opal react differently. It's like any other fragile object. So they crack. But not all of them do, because some of them are uniform. As a matter of fact, the uniform opals are usually the ones which sell for a pretty penny. Not all of them. Mosaic pattern, for example, essentially is a lot of cracks that have healed up. And yes, cracks do heal. It just takes millions and millions of years. Well, I'm not going to say that. I like my channel. I like not being banned. Chaotic energy has been applied to the opal, and now we have a nice little opal. Let's have a look at it. Everyone admire the opal. Yay, it's admirable! Yay, it's lovely opal! I'll give you an assessment of the said opal. So it's still a bit dodge. Just de-dodgifying it. Sitting here at about 2 carats, I would say. It's not going to remain at 2 carats, I'm afraid, because we've got to put it onto a drop stick at some point. When it goes onto the drop stick, all bets be off. And what I've noticed is that if it's a different thickness on this side and this side, yep, which it is, here there be trouble. And I've got to go as straight a cut as possible here to sort it out. I know it looks mad to do it that way, but it works. Go straighten the darn thing out. That should help it. There we go. There we go. Look, nearly. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay. Oh, 59 people. Hello, 59 people. Okay, so there is a bit of colour on that one. It's probably a bit difficult to see. I'm just going to bring that in a bit. Bit of a dog's breakfast, but we'll not worry too much. We'll pretend I'm a professional. Oh, yes, very well cut. Good, excellent. Once again, it's one of these opals which kind of has this hint of colour on them. Not great colour, not huge, but enough to keep you interested. Enough to keep you wondering what's going on there. Ooh, 6 likes. Hello there, Creditize. Is that right? Creditize. Creditize. I will be creditizing thee. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the thin veneer off to reveal the thinner veneer. I'm wondering if I can actually get some better, maybe. Hold that there. Good. Right. Do that. Then spray. I'm just cleaning out the fuffer valve. Yep, you got a big fuffer valve there. You need to have it cleaned regularly. What is a valve? Yeah, don't you ask some technical questions. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. Fuffer valve cleaned. That will be $4,872.53 and another million. Oh, that's a bargain. Thank you very much. No trouble. As you can see, I get the best tradies in who give me the best prices. They tell me that anyway. I wonder what they mean by best prices. There we go. Okay, light back on. Yoke. Thank you whoever gave the 6 like, if I didn't mention that before. Here we go. That is better actually. Ah yes, and I can see this, see if you can spot the sparkle. Maybe not. Zoom in a bit more. Can we zoom in more? We can. Ooh, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Oh, I can turn the enhance on too. Retouch. Sparkle. There you go. Nice and sparkly. I can remember, I can't remember, I think it was a friend of mine who said you should not encourage people to use, how shall we put this, erotic literature. He said it's because it gives people unrealistic expectations of how long it takes a tradie to show up. Da-da-da-da-dum, bum. There we go. Oh, 77 people and 7 likes. It's a straight out 10-to-1 ratio tonight. It is the night of the 10-to-1s. I'm not sure that actually would make a great horror movie, but you know. For a statistician, a great horror movie would be something like, I'm giving it 110%. No! You've got to ask the question about those horror movies, haven't you? Oh, hello, we're teenagers. We're just going to go make out in the woods. Right next to that hole in the ground with the shovel, yeah. And the shotgun shells, yeah, that place. Where screams are regularly heard. Yeah, that's the one. Screaming Murderwood. Oh, yes, okay, good, excellent. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. All right. Very meaning of life. Made a nice little drop. You can see the colours on it. Yay! Brilliant. Let's move on and cut us another review. I think this one's got some colour in it. I'm just going to carve away this part and find out. But we may be disappointed. This might be the first one that's not really got anything. Just going to move this a little to the right so you can see what's going on. It's a bit better. Well, whatever I've done, I've actually improved the experience for myself. I don't know about you guys. Oh, whoa, hello. There would be horror. Okay, sorry, someone's just sat there and put a whole heap of stuff. Hello there, Kellen. Sorry that You're doing it by hand. Do you mean the Opal? You can do it by hand. There's nothing wrong with doing it by hand. But I'm sorry that I didn't see you earlier, because obviously you've been like happily chatting away, and I've been happily doing my thing and not noticing you. You don't get the setup. I'm going to make a few inferences from that. This thing doesn't cost very much money. Let me see. Goodbye. That wasn't any good. Well, not as good as I hoped. I'll try this one. And if this one doesn't work, we'll go on to one of the big rocks. Look, it's perfectly legitimate to cut it by hand. What you can also do is get one of those hand drills and just attach a piece of sandpaper to that and just spin it and then just cut it like that. Make sure you've got water on hand, and that's perfectly legitimate. That's essentially a flat lap. So sandpaper works out. It just it takes a lot of sandpaper. That's the only problem. Yeah, I find this quite enjoyable, to be honest. And I think what you're seeing in this is that I'm sitting here cutting rocks that have been mined in Lightning Ridge in Cooper Pedy, basically. And you don't know if this rock is going to be a gem that's going to like fetch thousands or nothing. It's a lotto ticket. Now this particular one, not going to be very valuable, but I'm going to actually finish it off because I noted that it was magnifying, so presuming these cracks go away, I noticed it was magnifying, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a cab finish and see if we can make it into a nice little lens. I think the lens effect's already gone. The moment I mentioned it, I damned it. Yeah, that's the good part of it. And look, you don't have to sell them for huge amounts of money. You can make a profit so long as you don't buy all the really expensive rough, because that's really not worth it. I just buy rubbish, and you've got to be careful buying the rubbish. You've got to buy the right kind of rubbish. Sometimes I have no idea what I'm saying. You've got to buy the right kind of useless stuff, and if you do it right, you get some nice opal out of it. Now the deal is, eventually you'll get the hang of it. You'll figure out what's good and what's not. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen. Yeah. So that one did absolutely nothing. Bye-bye. Alright, let's spice things up a little bit by adding a larger rock to the fray. Absolutely. And also, if you ever visit Australia, the journey to Lightning Ridge in Coober Pedy, that's worth doing as well. I think I will continue this cut as is, even though it cuts across the grain, so to speak. Always the professional I am. Absolutely professionally doing the professionaling. With a piece of timber. Okay. Let's see where we go to. We go from here to here. This is a much harder piece. It will literally strip out the thank you for that. Gee, it got small. There we go. I think that is the appropriate size. Honey, I shrunk the opal. Oh, there's a sight for sore eyes. Let's have a look at that. I'll just give it a bit of a zhooshing. Let's see what we got. I'm worried actually, that might be a fossil remnant. Let's have a quick look on the other side. What have we got? No, I don't think it's a fossil. I think we're good. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. No, officer, I didn't destroy heritage or anything. gosh, that looks like spongy bone tissue. It's too late now, so I can't do much about it. But quite frankly, fossils are worth more if you recognise them as fossils before you cut them apart. I still don't know. What grit of sandpaper? As gritty as possible. The problem is when you're using sandpaper, it fills up pretty quick. So 80, 120, that kind of grit. You don't want to go too high because it will heat up the stone and kill it. Yeah, this is diamond. But it's crap diamond. I buy these for like, I don't know, $10 or so for a pack of 8. Don't quote me on that price. And this Dremel cost me like $50, I suppose. So depending on where you come from, that might be a decent entry cost. The other thing to note is I'll zoom back so you can actually see the whole setup. Basically, I'm cutting it in a fish tank and I'm using gravity-fed tubes. So it's all my own design. Cost me next to nothing. And there we go. Nice flat surface for yours truly. I've made a determination, folks. I don't think it's bone. I think we're okay. Yeah, I'll show you some of my collection. They're all over the place. You can actually see them on my vids. There's a few. Actually, the collection that I do show are from when I first started out. It's an interesting little trip down memory lane, I suppose. But having said that, I have sold a few, so I'll see what I've got. I've got some nice ones sitting around. Question is, of course, will this one end up being a nice one? Let's just look at it through, yeah, let's cut it here. After all that effort to straighten it out, carving it an entirely different way. What did you do? See why in a minute. Very much like the hoof GP. Now you trim it until it's all good and then you work on the issue. I.e. it looks like crap. Okay. The advantage of the setup, several-fold actually. I'm not going to say it won't hurt you, but my finger just went on the blade and it didn't hurt me. So I could just be lucky, but I've been very lucky an awful lot. maybe it's good technique. So I do not endorse this view, just in case someone injures himself. Okay, yeah, doing shapes. Normally I'll do a cab, which is basically an oval shape. If it's triangular, I'll turn it into a drop. Occasionally I'll do a heart shape if there's an imperfection that makes me carve deep into the opal. Typically nowadays I just cut those kinds of stones off at the pass and just section them relatively quickly, so I don't end up making many heart-shaped stones. Cutting this bit off. Cutting it off, not flinging it to the ground. That's interesting. It's got the same kind of structure as the previous one. Okay. Some of my fine opals, just so that you know, have actually been different shapes than the standard shapes. But learning to cut a cab is really important. One of the things you do learn to do relatively quickly is to get the material which is potentially substandard and find a way to get a cab out of it. At the moment, I'm just trying to get anything out of this one. Don't be scared to slice them up. That's my advice to you. My advice them up is slice them up. Yeah. So here's an opal that people might have given up on, ending up doing this. Nearly 2 carats, I would say, and we've got some nice colour coming through. Just got to be patient, and eventually it works out for you. I'll just show you this. Nah. Come on, show it to the people. Try and get it to work this way. There we go. Finally. Show the lovely people the colours. Only just. Oh, come on. Do better than that. You can only just see it. Gee. There you go. Finally a little bit of colour. And it's finally saturating the camera. Good on ya. There you go. See? That's what we're dealing with. Right, so just to reiterate, you'll notice that I wasn't scared to slice a lot, and you've got to be prepared to pay a lot for an opal and then just butcher the darn thing. This one will make a cab, I think. And now that I've shown you, it's gleaming at me, which is good. Oh, 8 likes, thank you. $45, wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Those cuts, what you mean on my finger? No, that's not the drill, that's just me doing a lot of things. I've been building a comparator engine, I've been fixing up my garage, the roof fell in. Sometimes there's just nothing else for it, that you've just got to sit there and watch it get smaller and smaller. It's annoying, but it's part of the game. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to even up some parts of it. It's not quite even yet. You've got to make it even or else it gets worse. Right you are then. There we go. Okay. Nice little cut. We've seen the colours. Fortunately, because it's not showing us any darn colours now. I'm just going to move it around, see if it will do something for us. Nah. Anywho, let's grab another one. It just shone at me like a freaking conspirator. Okay, here we go. This is the other part of it. Just going to see what it looks like. Oh, hello there. It could have been a tooth. I don't know. Hello there, Rolf. How you doing? Hello, M Squared. If I might say so, direct. I think I know. Oh wait, but I was thinking you might have been Hungarian, but I don't think you are. Get rid of that piece of garbage in the middle there. Might have to get rid of all of that garbage, but that's okay because I don't think it's actually shining very much at the moment, so we might get some shine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a best guess as to where the shine is and just cab up that area and see what happens. So this is literally cabbing him like 5 minutes compared to what I just did. Hello there, Hans. No, it's not a shark's tooth, I'm afraid. If it was going to be a tooth, it'd be a, like, I don't know, a plesiosaur. But it's not. If I recognised it was a tooth, I would have stopped cutting immediately. Oh, thank you, M Squared. Here we are. Nice little cab, quickly done. Oh, 9 likes. That was good of you. Oh, thank you, M Squared. That's very nice of you. All right, I'm going to put another one up just for that. Let's just carve out. Let's find out what this one's going to do. It might do nothing. It might do something. My intention is to carve along first this piece of sand here, then carve along this piece of what looks like nothing potch. So the sand first. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Nearly did it bad. There we go. Keep evaluating, because the moment you say I'm a professional, that's the moment you ruin it. I wonder how many $1,000 worth of Opals I've ruined in my life. That's a scary question, isn't it? In case I haven't acknowledged you before, M Squared, hello. But I think I have. You just subscribed and I was very flattered by what you did. Whoa, it's all... I see, we've got the Celine Dion effect going. So let's just fix things up for you. There's room on the door. Okay, here we go. I may have an opinion about the door in Titanic. I'm deliberately making a bit of a dodgy cut there. Alright, let's have a look at it. Well, either way, it's fascinating in there, but I think I could see something cool. There we go. Right, now I'm seeing a line that's potentially... Let's just have a look. Well, I think it's going to be picture stone, which is good. I will carve through there, I think. I'm literally going to carve from the top down, though. So I have a feeling that if I do that, I might actually find some precious. I don't see much here, so I'll carve across here, will I? No, we'll just keep going down. And I might also carve upwards as well. So we'll see what happens. Is it a case of ne'er the twain shall meet, or do we actually get somewhere? Hello there, Mike. How you doing? Mike Fuga is what I'm going to use that as a name. Oh, far out. English. Let's try communication. Mike Fuga. That's what I'm going to try as your name. There we go. You got it out, Phil. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, do I or do I not cut through that tiny little imperfection there? Because I'm asking the question, that means it's almost certainly a yes. Cut through it. Rightio. Now, I didn't mean to do that, but it didn't hurt me. What I'm doing now is I'm just going to carve that into a cab because I don't think it's going to give me colour, but it is going to give me a fascinating picture. I love picture stones in their own right, so if it was up to me, I'd be bringing them back. I'd be going, picture stones are back, ladies and gentlemen, buy your picture stone. I'll give you a hint, it's not up to me. Although the landscape here is beautiful that you're sort of looking at. And there's a chance also that it's going to go precious. I just spotted a little flash. I'll see if that happens. It'll be a great day if that happens. We sail into history. Oh, I haven't gotten that. Oh, look at that. That looks like a galaxy, doesn't it? It's like there's a planet there and there's everything. That's like Saturn just rising up over the horizon. Let me just carve this over. I'm going to go as far as to call this planetary pattern because that's so cool. Look at that. Okay, I'm not going to carve any further because I like what it's doing there. Look at that beautiful pattern. Absolutely, they're gorgeous. No chance in a million years I'm going to get another one like that. 59:10. So I've got like not very much time because I've got to go pick up my daughter. So let's go and find another opal to do, and then then I'll show you the birds. Look at that, absolutely stunning. All right, what I'll do is I'll just carve. What am I going to carve? I'm just picking a big random stone in the hope that it becomes a big random awesome. This guy, because there's plenty of muck on here to carve off. All right, here we go. Here we go again, look at that. I'm just going to find the castaway here. What does that look like? Nothing there. Not bad, let's quickly smooth it up. Okay, nice. Very much like that planetary stone we did earlier. Probably from the same kind of host rock, so it won't make that much of a surprise. Once again, fascinating pattern underneath. I'll have to carve it there though. Ooh, it kind of bent in, which is a bit weird. It's because it's got a few interesting traits. So let's just carve it like so, carve it like so. Right, it's got what's called a kernel in the middle. Basically a chunk of opal that has gone in, that has developed at a different rate to the rest of the opal. All very interesting, but let's just keep going. Just don't have any time left. All I care about at the moment, are we going to get something fascinating or colourful? If we don't get either, we pass it up and move on. I do accept that this is fascinating, but it's not colourful enough. I'll cut it later. Let's find another one quickly. This one here, let's just slice down the sand. Yep. Nice. Other side is nice-ish. Let's have a look underneath the... Oh yeah. Okay, let's just quickly carve. 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 Right, from here. So there is some colour there. There's not great colour, but there is colour. Well worth checking out. Show it to you. You can see the colours are sitting there. On the other side there is also colour, so that's pretty good. So not a terrific stone, but considering, just randomly picked a rock, started hacking it apart, and away we go. And essentially that's gone from random rock hacked apart to colourful cab, which is now pretty much a picture stone. Have a look at that. That goes with the galaxy stone, I'd say. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. That's nebula, for sure. Call it nebula stone. That's to go with my planetary stone. Gee, what brilliance. Okay, turn it into a cab in under 5 minutes. Turn it off the flow rate. Pop this over here. I'll start turning them into cabs. What we've got left over, I'm having a look at it now. I reckon there's something in there. I don't know what it is, but I'll show it to you. There it is. Be very interesting. All right, we'll go show you the birds. Flip. Make noises. Standing up. And here we go. Yoink. Yoink. 9 likes. Hello, Loki. How you doing? And why have you undone all of your things? Loki has just undone all of her things, her cage parts. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Let's have a look at you. Yeah, there it is. Did I fix it? All right, I'm coming, Max. I'm coming. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Loki, the cockatoo. There you go. And you're liking that, aren't you? Careful with your beak. That's one of them. She's a rescue. Here's another rescue. Max. This one I suspect is a wild cockatoo. And if you have a wild cockatoo, you don't ever expect them to accept any kind of touch or scratch or anything. And yet, hello there, Mia. How you doing? Oh, Sydney, mate. Sydney. There we go. Whoop. Got a few pin feathers there. That's why he's asking me to scratch him. There we go. Melbourneian. How's the weather in Melbourne? It's gotten a bit warm over here. Oh, by the way, a lot of the Opal dealers that I deal with, they're from Melbourne. I think. Whoa, there we go. Sorry, buddy. All right. I'll go get you food or something. Right. This is Pony. What? The rain is lovely and warm. Here we go. No dust storms. Remember that one? That was awesome. Yoink. Splat. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? I think I heard the pony speaking. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Certainly did. That definitely wasn't my voice. I don't sound high like that at all. That would be silly. Oh, yes, I swear on Ned Kelly's grave that I didn't say anything. It must have been the bird. It must be destiny for everyone to like and subscribe in the world. Like 8 billion, however many people there should be liking and subscribing. Isn't that right, Pony? Yes, like and subscribe. Well, there we go. Splat. Blam. She is looking like she is lacking some plus there. All right. Well, that's everything. I've got to go get my daughter now. Also got to clean that perch. Pony, what have you done with that perch? I'm not showing them that again. Anywho, that's about what we've done. Got some opals cut. I quite enjoyed what was going on. Got a frog in the tank. Can't see it, so I'm not going to show that to you. All I can do is wish you all a wonderful day. Meow to you too. Meow. All that's left to do is push that magic button just up in the top left corner with some accuracy. Beautiful lady from Melbourne. We're all heading to Melbourne now. Dr. Phil out. Yeah!